How I beat hardcore veteran difficulty and Remnant 2. I'm gonna give some tips, a walkthrough. I suggest engineer archetype for everybody that wants to do this pretty easily. You won't have the most damage per se, but the damage is still pretty good. But you will have tankiness, which means you can take hits and not die. And that's a great thing on a hardcore playthrough. If you die, you lose. So engineer, starting out archetype, I used all the starting gear, or starting weapons rather. So my rifle or long gun, my melee, my handgun, all the same stuff. I mostly upgraded my rifle. In fact, that was the only thing I upgraded whenever I could, and that was a main focus I had. For my equipment, it kind of changed a little bit, and it's going to be RNG based on what you get in the areas you're in. I got kind of lucky with some stuff, but I did buy Leto's Amulet, which you can all buy. Just gotta flop 100 times with the heavy armor, and you can buy it from the dude in Ward 13. So that is a major factor later on. Reducing coverage by 40%. Lower weight means you have the ability to have better dodges and less stamina consumption, and also have more tankiness by having more armor, and also reduce stamina cost by 15%. Huge. We got Black Cat Band. I never even used it. I never procced in my run, but it's a nice safety net in case you do die, you don't actually die, especially if you're playing solo. There is nothing to help you. If you die, you're done. So Black Cat Band was crucial. It was nice to have for the mental aspect. I got lucky with Heart of the Wild, or Heart of the Wolf, which gave me more stamina, but more importantly, more max move speed by 10%. That's a big deal. It was nice. As log it out. You could cycle it out for more damage if you want to, if you find different rings, but I did enjoy the movement speed for quality of life and just sanity. Zanya's Malice, you get that towards the end of the game. It's a guaranteed drop in the last place. Just gotta find it. Before I had that, I just used whatever else I figured was decent. So not really mod damage. I didn't really have a damaging mod for a while. I suppose I was using, at one point, Fair Sigil, and that, when I unlocked that from the Lawson place, which wasn't a big deal either. Like, this ring doesn't matter that much. It's not that crucial whatsoever, and you can honestly get a better option starting out from Ward 13 if you want pretty early on. So we'll go ahead and just go back to Zanya's Malice. Use that when you get it though, because it's pretty good damage. And I got really lucky with Soul Link. Summons lifesteal 5% of base damage dealt, which returns to the wearer as health. But no, you're not playing Summoner. You don't have the dog. There's no summon. The turret counts if it's on the ground. So anytime a turret's on the ground hitting bosses, it was giving me back life or HP. The moment I could, I got the Leto Mark II armor set, which you get after getting the master key in the labyrinth. You can go unlock this. And I'm using the headpiece, chest piece, feet, and then for gloves, I'm using whatever lets me not be 51 weight. Basically, be 50 or below weight, and you're chilling, I'm pretty sure. And then as far as your blood goes, it doesn't really matter too much, right? Just go with whatever you think makes sense. As far as traits go, I did be focusing on maxing out my Vigor first. That was the most important thing to max out, so I did that. And then I think I put points in expertise for cooldowns, as seen, and lastly Spirit. I don't think I had anything else unlocked for a bit. Scholar I don't believe is worth it, because in my total playthrough I was only here for I think 5 hours or less than 5 hours, so you don't really have time to level up Scholar or to get your levels up in the first place. Speaking of leveling, when it comes to archetypes, I mentioned in the video itself, but the way XP works, if you have two archetypes equipped that both aren't max level, or they're both leveling, you get half XP than normal because you're splitting the XP between both the archetypes. That means you're probably better off, if you pick engineer for sure, having engineer be your main archetype the entire time and not buying a second archetype unless it's for the skill, and using said skill to either traverse the map, for instance explorer, and or using the second skill only on the boss fights, and then unequipping it and instead using your main archetype you want to be as high level as possible to get that leveled up. Because in my situation, I missed a lot of freaking damage. Currently, Metalworker is 25% damage, and that's it, basically. If I had leveled up one more time for Engineer, which I would have done if I didn't have Hunter on for so long like I did, I would have had 35% armor effectiveness, and Metalworker would have given me 10% crit chance. That would have gone unbelievably hard. Not to mention, I'd probably have even more levels for it. I'd probably be like level 7, maybe level 8, because the XP splits. So maybe like level 7-ish, or level 6 for sure. And that would have been kind of freaking nice. Now, aside from that, you can go into Ward 13, buy whatever rings you want from that dude, and other stuff as well. I did buy some extra relic uses, and that was kind of nice. and potions are going to be kind of good, especially the mud tooth tonics, the one that gives you HP, just to make you more tanky and just to make sure you have a better chance of not dying. When I did this playthrough, I did not have the luxury of buying whatever sort of secondary I wanted to. Holy crap, I literally wasn't recording. Holy smokes, dude. All right, like Widowy, check out Widow's Amulet, right? Versus the Bright Steel Ring. The difference here, Widow's Amulet lets you dodge five times, okay? 5 times, which is good. But amulets are really good for damage if you find a nice one. In my case, I didn't have anything crazy. I got the Anka power towards the end because it's a guaranteed drop, which would have been nice to use on the last boss just to have it go faster. Instead, though, if you do have upon a really nice amulet for damage, swap Leto's Amulet to that damage amulet, and then get the Bright Steel Ring. These are all gotten from the same dude in town, okay? If you have them unlocked, you can get them again on your hardcore playthrough. It's no big deal. You buy them all right here, right? So, and that's what I suggest doing. And that ring I just talked about, I didn't name it, but Bright Steel Ring, that lets you dodge 4 times with like the heaviest armor possible, which is nice. So you get more damage if you have a nice amulet, and you still get the insane tankiness while also having decent dodging. That being said, enjoy the video. I'm going to show you guys the last fight in like the last few fights in the game because everything else is kind of boring. It just took forever to fight. The last few fights are pretty intense, so enjoy that. Be sure to check out the Wayfinder content and soon the Ravens Watch stuff. I'd appreciate it very much. Have a good day. Enjoy the video. Peace. The PO box. I'm kind of scared to drive to it right now. I don't have a review mirror, but I might just pull the trigger and do it. It's not safe, sir. It fell off. I tried to repair it, but it's like super glued to itself. What you eating though? Protein penne. Not protein peanut. Tommy gun isn't that good, but the MK armor might be wise. Oh. I couldn't hit it, bro. The Enigma's not worth it. I repeat, the Enigma's not worth it. There's a good chance I die. Go ahead and pass on all that. If you're playing hardcore and you have a duo, it's fine. Because if you die, your teammate can revive you. But I'm playing solo. Oh, thank God. Nice. Well, I'm again, which I won't really use.
I could use that.
Oh, MK2 armor, my bad. Does Black Cat even work on these bosses? Cause I watched Distortion die to someone, or actually I died to Venom and Black Cat didn't go off. I'm bad. I just won't die. I'm too tanky. Get rid of that shit. I might. This boss's ass. I take no damage. That one shot, I'm pretty sure. Oh god. Thank god. It wasn't it that fucking destroys. Thank God. Dude, that scares me every time. Every time it scares me. I'm just too tanky to die, which is kind of insane. So note to self, the easiest way to do hardcore that I've experienced, because it's my first time doing it, is engineer. You go engineer, you get Leto's Mark, you get the MK1 armor, or MK2 armor. You equip whatever I have on currently. The gloves don't matter. Like the gloves, they contribute next to nothing. And Black Cat just in case. Gives aware the fastest evade roll regardless of the armor encumbrance. But the stamina cost is what I'm worried about. Because this also gives me reduced stamina cost, which is lit as fook. The thing is, I like my rings, bro. I like my rings a lot. Like that movement speed ring is actually nuts. I think the plays plant turret, pop Q. Damage pretty crazy. Second phase, I've had a decent bit of practice, so hopefully it pays off. This guy has taken my lunch money one too many times. I might get hit for this, hopefully not. I was doing my thing. I took 0 damage. The next left swipe, he's gonna do that. Dude, what? Why can't I? Is turret in sickle mode already? I'm bad. What is happening right now? I dodged it early. Panicking. Nice. I panicked a little bit there, which is not good at all, but third try. The first two tries I died in like 10 minutes, dude.
Now
Yeah, that was engineer, bro. Just go engineer. Profit.
What?
Engineer and Leto's amulet. I think without those two things, I die there. But I did have the black ring though.
Only two outcomes for me.
You think routing for Enigma would be worth? I didn't need it. The sound clues. This boss is really well designed. The only thing I didn't like, which is not a big deal, is like the ground circle things. Like when you're fighting the boss in the sky and there's stuff stuff beneath you. When it does kill you, it's annoying, but it really kills you. It rarely kills you. Okay, it took me just over 5 hours to beat it on hardcore because I died once at 16 minutes, I died twice at 14 minutes, and I succeeded at 4 hours and 47 minutes. That's not too bad. We got Savior, which I'm pretty sure is dog water lit. Gained 7.5% to all damage dealt, 3% movement speed, and 5% all damage taken for each piece of unequipped armor. That is what I want, bro. It's 30% damage. What a good game.